Services offered. Here's the different types of services that I offer. So, the summary steps for the consignment process include recording inventory as step one, prepping and photography, research and value. The product listing goes up, then I package and store it, and then I cross list and advertise it. Then once the sale occurs, I ship it out, and after the website that I sold the products on pays me, I will pay you. So that's whenever the payment occurs. For the inventory recording, prepping photos, product research, and product listing and storage, I do have a flat rate fee, but let me just get into that in a moment. For the inventory recording, I will do this on an Excel document that I will be more than happy to share with you, or I will do it on a handwritten sheet of paper. Again, I'll share the inventory notes with you and all, upon request. Then the next step is the prepping and the photos. So the product, the background prepping, the cleaning, the photography. That's what all this that's included in the photography portion. You're more than welcome to ask me for the photos of your products. For product research would be next. I get the current market value by checking which sites generate the most sales for the highest profits of the same or similar products, and which sites have more sales than listed products, better sell through rates, basically. So for me to list your list your products on the relevant site. So I have accounts with several different e-commerce platforms, and it's not necessarily only going to get listed on one place, or going to get listed everywhere, because some places are just not the right type of market for the buyers that I'm looking for. So then the next step that would occur is your product listing would go up onto one website of my choice. I'll tell you what the website is. And then if it really needs to get cross listed, that would be after I let it sit on the first website for a few days or a week or maximum 1 month. It depends on your timeline. So then the next thing is, after I create the product listing and I've done the photos and everything like that for the product, I will package and store the product in a safe location. Then if it's been a certain amount of time, like I mentioned, I would cross list and advertise the product by adding the same listing to other websites. After 30 days of no sales and or advertising after 30 days of no sales, but sometimes sooner, I will advertise the products on social media, e-commerce sites where people shop or get inspiration to shop. And if there is any necessary fees for advertising, I would discuss that with you before actually getting the fees charged to the sale. So then once the sale of the product occurs, that would be whenever I would disperse the payment to you, after the website has paid me for the product. So next, so timing of when to expect to see your products offered for sale after I receive them. The rush process would be 1 to 3 days to have all of the necessary tasks prioritized without skimping quality standards. Extra fees will be applied for this process, which may or may not be immediately payable. Then the standard processing time is 14 to 21 days. To have your products in a rotation of products that are handled in the order in which they are received, meaning order in which they are received, like from my other clients as well, unless any rush orders occur. Hence the reason for the additional 7 days after the first 14. So, receiving products, pickups. Must provide bulk photos of what needs to be picked up a minimum of 4 hours prior to expecting to meet with Annie. That was actually before the holidays. Right now, it's a little bit different. Same day appointments are sometimes available. Right now, they're not. Charges will apply per item and per hour for all pickups. Drop offs must inform Annie at least 4 hours prior to arriving, and you must have an appointment with me. You must receive a confirmation from Annie that she's home and available for a drop off. I do not double book appointments for drop off so that I can help unload the items and so that I can actually talk to you. So you must get approval from me of the products that you're bringing, the product types, the category, the condition, approximate quantity of products, and I prefer to know like everything that I'm going to receive prior to you just coming and dumping it off at my house. So, for step one, inventory recording, this is not the only time that you may receive little to no communication from me, but also the time that I will be examining your products and organizing them into miscellaneous categories or subcategories of my choice and creating a record of what you gave me. If I'm unsure of what something is, find any damaged products or damaged packaging, or if it is an unsellable or a low profit item or needs to be returned or need to return something to you, I will discuss these things with you after I finish recording all of the inventory that you gave me, because I would rather just, if I need to return things to you, I would rather do them all at once rather than one item at a time, because that just makes it an unnecessary trip for either you or me. So after I finish doing all the inventory recording and all the necessary research that I need to, if I need to do the research, then I will contact you in bulk. So all of the information that you need to share with me regarding the history, the value, the brand, your desired profit must be presented to me in a written format with digital delivery, preferably live shared Microsoft Word or Excel document, but emails or Google Docs are okay with me too. If you text it to me, please make sure you call me as well. If you have not received a response in 24 hours, I will always confirm that I receive your messages whenever I receive them. Please do not consistently, significantly raise or lower your desired price points on each product. Tell me what your decision is and please stick to it. Inventorying. So this is still part of the consignment process, the fee that I'm discussing right now. Um, so a handwritten log of the inventory that will later be transferred to Microsoft Excel. Um, so the minute that I record something into my inventory is also pretty much when you should expect to see product listings going up. So the rushed, if you want your inventory to get a rushed process, that would be 3 days after the inventory is received, not counting the day that the items are received. It doesn't matter if it's morning or nighttime. I don't count that day for whatever reason that I made up in my own head. So expect 50 to 100 items in 3 days, or products to be written or typed up. It really, I don't have a guarantee of which method I will use. It just really depends on whether I feel like writing or typing that day. So for rushed inventory recording and starting the process of the product listings, which is basically after I hit 100 items on a sheet, I will start doing the listings. I charge $5 a product, and then for the standard inventorying process, or whatever you want to call it, it's 14 to 21 days after the inventory is received, not counting the day that the items are received, and expect 50 to 100 items or products to be written or typed up. And again, I will share this data with you upon request, but some people just don't like to be bothered about this whole process after maybe the first sale or after a certain amount of time of doing business together. So that's why I just ask you to ask me for the information, so I don't feel I feel like I'm not bothering you. But this is a dollar per product, and that is not the consignment fee. The consignment fee is 50% of the profit margin with the relevant fees deducted. Meaning, if I sell it on eBay, for example, it would be like whatever their fees are right now, like 13% approximately is what eBay charges, or 12.55%, whatever it is. Um, and then I don't pay for listing up a product because I have a store. And then Mercari or Poshmark. Poshmark is like 20%, Mercari is like 15% or something, and some processing fee. Um, so basically, let's just assume that websites take anywhere between 12 to 20% in whatever their commission is that they're going to pay themselves. And then buyers are usually who I charge for the shipping, or I'll implement the shipping price into the sale price and make them think they're getting free shipping, but I'm just jacking up my sale price. And the sale price will be something that I will take the market value of the item and and I will base it off of that. Or if you've given me a number, like let's say you want to make $25 on product A, then I would price the product A to be um, more than $70, because if it makes sense for product A, because I'm still taking into consideration that there is my cut, which is the 50% of the profit margin, and I'm still taking into consideration that there is the website fees and all of that. So in order for you to make the $25 that you're looking to make for products A, I would have to price it to be approximately over $70. So or at $70. I probably over exaggerated that number like crazy, but it's just to give you an idea of how I look at it whenever I ask you how much you want me to end up paying you at the end of everything being said and done and the sale occurring. So that's hopefully makes more sense now. Now, so again, just to recap, the standard price for the standard listing process is $1 a product, and it is still going to be a 50% charge at the sale. But this per product fee is payable like at the time you give me the products, basically, or at the time or after a batch of the products have been inventoried out and submitted to you. Inventorying them out does not mean doing the product listings. It just means like doing the entries and stuff. So within um, these 50 to 100 products that I've mentioned here, just double this time frame, and that's pretty much what it would take for me to get the products listed online. So for the rush listings, 50 to 100 products would be inventoried in 3 days, and if you pay for the rush listings, then in 6 days, those 50 to 100 products will be product listings as well. So that's how that works. Now, ghost listing. If you wanted to sell these products on your own, the ghost listing process is actually a lot cheaper. Basically, what I would do for you for the ghost listing process would still involve the product research and the product listing. And I will either create drafts that you approve. So basically, the product listing process involves the product research as well. If you just want me to tell you about the product, help you identify it, and all of that, that's still the same standard price that I would charge for a product listing. And the product listing I can do for you on the website of your choice, like on eBay, for example, they require a lot of item specifics. I mean, there's listings that they'll ask you 50 different questions on describing the exact product that you're trying to sell. And sometimes some people need help with choosing a category because some of these subcategories can branch out to be super specific. And I do believe that sometimes it does take a little bit more effort and research to list up a product. So um, that's why some people ask for help with product listing. So this will include me doing research about the products to properly fill out the listing details. The research is not always something that I necessarily need to do just because I have been doing this for several years and I just have a general understanding about a lot of different categories, which includes jewelry, watches, purses, wallets, clothing, shoes, accessories, kitchenware, home decor, holiday decor, kitchen appliances like small tabletop appliances. I'm familiar with of crystalware, but kitchenware is actually my favorite category to sell. I actually really like that. I know about electronics and stuff too. I know about video games and game systems. I know about trading cards, like sports cards, and I know about Barbies, about Pokemon cards. I know product knowledge, like kind of, or product research that I've done over the years. Pretty It pretty varies. It actually does vary in a lot of different categories. But if I were to pick a specialty, it would be probably kitchenware and home decor because I like to learn about those products and I like to sell them. And they actually just are usually the types of products that people will constantly not stop buying those types of items. They will hesitate more on buying um, like jewelry and accessories over buying stuff for their kitchen. It's just a category that does not really go out of season or style or whatever. I mean, there's still kitchenware items that go out of style, but still, people will be more likely to buy a dinnerware set rather than a winter coat, for example, if that makes sense. I really hope it does. Anyway, so that's why I like that category. So with this service, you just send me the photos, and I will recommend the sites that you should be use along with creating the product listing directly on your accounts for you, or by creating it on a Microsoft Word document that I share with you. I do not charge you anything more whenever your items sell. So the fee that I'm telling you right now, the $2 to $4 per item, is only for the creation of the product listing and the product research that goes with the product listing. The money that you receive from the sales are all yours to keep. So this is actually a lot cheaper of an option. Um, and if you'd like help with the customer service or answering the buyer's messages or negotiating the price, I will gladly help you out with that as well. And I'll coordinate things to fit into your schedule to set up in-person meet and greets. If you need help with the packing and the shipping, I can provide you the supplies, or I can just pack it up for you and ship it out for you. But if I ship it out for you, obviously, I'll show you how much the shipping label is going to cost, and we'll figure that part out. But so it depends on how much you need help with if you're going to be doing the sales yourself. If you want me to scan items for you, I can scan items for you. If you want me to photograph items for you, I can gladly photograph them for you. The photography part, it really depends on what kind of items that you're asking me to photograph for me to tell you how much it's going to cost. Um, but still, I promise you that this process is going to be a lot more inexpensive. The types of packing materials that I can provide you with, or just either for you to package the items yourself or for me to package it for you, would be cushioning, packing paper, air cushions, pillows, tissue paper, cup dividers, void fill, bubble wrap, Ziplocs, cello bags, poly bags, apparel and clothing boxes. I forgot to mention actual boxes. Yeah, I definitely have actual boxes in almost every single size as well. And not just so basically the packing and shipping, I just bundled it all up into $3.50 per item, like including the materials for a package. For example, that's 12 inches squared, 10 pounds maximum. And then for the providing you with shipping supplies, it's a minimum of $3, and it goes up depending on how much supplies are needed. Now, so I know it says to be determined right here, but basically, that's pretty much the determination. Like if it's going to be bigger than 12 by 12 by 12 and it's going to weigh more than 10 pounds, then the price will go up. But then most items are gonna fall right into that category. So then for picture frames, for paintings and posters, the starting price for me giving you the packing materials or packing it up for you is $30. Why? Just because picture frame moving boxes are just a lot more expensive. That's nothing I can really control there. But that $30 minimum is for a fairly large painting that I guess it's considered the medium or large size from Home Depot standards. I forgot what the exact dimensions are, but it was like if you need information about that, you can just let me know and I'll provide you the info.